This is the Dale Not Dale Podcast, Season 3.
Did you know that mRNA vaccines are approved and in use for pigs in the U.S.? Yep, it's true. The mystery continues to grow in the meat industry, and every day I'm more thankful for my Good Rancher subscription. I don't have to worry about imported meat, unknown vaccines, or experimental things in the meat I feed my family. During their Say mRNO to mRNA sale, Good Ranchers is offering a free 10-pound Easter ham with any subscription. Their ham is fantastic, and unlike the pork at the store, it is guaranteed to be free of mRNA vaccines. This is a $119 ham that you will get for free with my code DNDPOD. Go to goodranchers.com today and say mRNO to your meat. During this sale, every subscription enjoys $25 off any box, a free $119 Heritage ham, and Good Ranchers' lifetime quality commitment. Their promise to never compromise on quality. Plus, with their Never mRNO pledge, you can be sure that you're getting your meat free of any unknown potentially harmful additives every single month. What I really love about Good Ranchers is their commitment to transparency. They believe that you're right. You have the right to know exactly what's in your food, and they are not afraid to show you. They are amazing supporters of this show, so go support them and them taking their stand. No one else is being as loud or as active on this issue as them, and it's because they genuinely want to provide you with the best meat in America. Go to goodranchers.com, use my code DNDPOD to get your free Easter ham today. That is goodranchers.com, use my code DNDPOD, say mRNO to mRNA. That's Good Ranchers, American meat delivered.
On the podcast, we chillin' zest. Uncle Dale, Von Magnus. Yeah, we the best. Magnus in the cut. No shirt in sight. Spitting truth and jokes. Yeah, we keep it tight. Uncle Dale's wisdom. Dropping like gems. With Von's quick wit. We them boys. Yeah, we damn.
Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low. Put some music on it soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. Bring it in, Vaughn. Harmonica lessons turned out good. Just to be your man.
Whew, catch my breath.
That was good, guys.
That was a good draw.
Yeah. That studio time sounded like it really paid off.
It's
masterful.
I'll be honest, I've been trying a lot, and it's been going well. So far, I've got that song down. Y'all did well on the vocals.
You liked them?
Dude, that was actually pretty good. Y'all got some very...
We're good harmonies.
Y'all have a deep voice.
Yeah, we sound like men.
Yeah, that's what testosterone will do to you.
Hell yeah, brother. I love testosterone. When are you going to get back on it? Oh, hey, let's open the show. What's up, Vonnie?
Hey, back in action.
All is right in the world. We're back in our safe spaces.
Yeah, hell yeah, we are.
Vaughn been crying all damn week since we did the remote episode.
And I'm just not going to do that to anybody again unless it's a complete emergency. I mean, it was... I'm gonna admit something real quick.
Okay.
I listen to our podcast in certain spots so that I can pick out reels, and I don't even do that well. I listened to last week's entire podcast so that I could critique how shitty the sound quality was.
I told y'all.
Yeah, you did. But you know what? You let us roll with it.
It wasn't that bad.
I tried to quit.
Yeah, my audio was pretty terrible. It was just
I told you.
Oh, yours was worse than mine.
Yours was worse than his. I told you. I said, dude, you had the AirPods or something you could have used.
Yeah, well, I didn't plan on saying anything.
Well, you're going to be on the thing the whole time. You're going to sit like an idiot just like you do now here.
I got like $20,000 worth of equipment in my house I could have plugged in. But I didn't think I was going to be on.
Yeah, see, I don't. So I had kind of an excuse.
I mean, I had $300 worth of equipment and one mic, and it made a difference.
Yeah, next time, which like every week from now on, we should just have one of those, the SM7Bs.
Yeah. So we'll start doing remote, he's saying.
Yeah, they have a USB port right on the back.
That's what mine has.
Yeah, if you have the XLR...
I've got two of those. I've got two of those like that and two like this one. Two of them have the the extra port, which I'm thank God I had.
Yeah, it's smart. That way you can.
That was the podcast kit ones. Yeah. These two don't have it.
Yeah, they don't.
Nope.
I just fingered my mic.
Dude. That's his name?
Yeah. M-I-K-E. Dude, that was actually pretty good.
That was good, huh?
That was very witty.
Dude, I did win wittiest every year at school.
Dude, you went to alternative school. It doesn't even count.
I was the funniest one there.
Yeah, you're the only one there.
I was the funniest kid in my homeschool.
Dude. You were homeschooled?
You've said that.
You were?
Up until 8th grade, I was homeschooled.
That says a lot about you.
Did you have your, you have brothers and sisters, right?
I got a younger brother.
Did y'all live on Little House on the Prairie or something?
All right, maybe my younger brother's funnier than me.
Okay, but did y'all, much younger is he?
He's 2 years younger, 2 or 3.
So did y'all do the same curriculum at home?
Well, yeah, we were in different grades, but we did the same curriculum.
Okay, so this is an honest question.
Mm-hmm.
So was he smarter or were you dumber?
My little brother did not get as good of grades as me. I was
I
on a roll.
I bet, seeing how he was 2 grades above, and
He's 2 grades below me.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying he's learning 2 grades above.
No, we were using the same curriculum, but different
okay.
grade level
okay,
books.
that makes sense.
So is that why you homeschool your kids? Because you're homeschooled?
No, it's because we are being indoctrinated by a fascist government. In,
God, here we go.
public schools.
Do you think so?
I know so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you talk?
League City's not getting any better.
Can you talk about that for a little bit, just for a second?
Well, there's a top-down. I believe in abolishing the Department of Education, completely abolishing it, because what we do is we all send our money to Washington, D.C., where they steal some of it and then graciously give it back to make sure everybody's equally stupid in every state.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Why are they stealing the money? And then there's top-level administrators, superintendents that make a colossal amount of money, and then they soak up so much money that there's not enough money to pay the teachers. Why do they need a superintendent to make $500,000? Remember when Sean Dolan came on here, they exposed how much money he made, and because they made a severance package, it was like $400,000 or $500,000 for a superintendent of a school.
In Katy, it's big area.
Yeah,
I mean that's like.
I mean, you disregard the fact that a superintendent also has to hold a doctorate, whereas a teacher only has to hold a bachelor's in most cases.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of going to school and being indoctrinated is to get your doctorate. They're not creating entrepreneurs in public schools. That's not the intent of them. The intent is to perpetuate this system of indoctrination, and you have to go to school, you have to get a degree. You don't have to have any real life skills. They don't teach you anything like remotely useful in the day-to-day life of an entrepreneur.
If I'm interviewing somebody, I'll tell you this. If I'm interviewing somebody for work and I have a guy who grew up in the construction industry and dropped out of school at 9th grade versus someone who has a master's in construction management, guess who I'm hiring?
The dropout?
Absolutely.
For what? But it depends on the position.
Practical purpose.
Kind of depends on the position.
Yeah, I see that.
Practical purpose. You know,
you can pay them less.
I mean, look, we weren't talking about that. We weren't talking about that.
I'm just kidding.
No, so
experience,
you know,
a real world experience.
Yeah,
versus
so
theoretical.
Somebody had told me this one time. I think we may have talked about it on the podcast. Okay, you have doctors, cardiothoracic surgeons, let's say, right?
I was going for that when I failed out. I dropped out.
So let's say a doctor retires at 65. Okay. Great cardiovascular surgeon, has done a really good job, retires at 65, hasn't practiced in 5 years. Versus first out of med school, first year, full-blown doctor. Who are you going to let operate on you?
The retiree with 40 years of experience.
With practical, clinical experience.
Well, that's, yeah.
Now, that's not to say that the other surgeon might do a great job, but I'm going to get a race car driver to do the race, not a driver's ed teacher.
Exactly. Preach.
It's got really deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
It's practical advice. Drop out of school, work construction.
Go, Vaughn, will hire you.
You think teachers should get paid more?
I think they should get paid based off how successful the children become.
Okay, so what happens in the inner cities?
We just don't educate inner city.
That's not a real answer.
People shouldn't live in the inner city and there should be no public schools in the inner city. Suburbs only.
What happens to urban?
You're just being an idiot.
What
now.
happens to urban schools?
Pretty boy. Listen up, fellas. Who the hell said you can't age like fine wine?
I don't know.
You ever said that?
No.
You better not. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you shouldn't stop investing in your health. That's why we use Pretty Boy Skincare.
There's a reason they were voted GQ's #1 face moisturizer for men.
Damn.
Forget the 10-step routines. This 6-in-1 moisturizer targets dry skin, wrinkles, dark circles, razor burn, beard itch, and helps with oil control. It's extremely lightweight and refreshing gel, so no more walking around with a greasy, heavy mask.
Yuck. Finally, skincare built the way dudes want. A simple product with high-performance, dermatologist-prepared ingredients. Use our code DNDPOD15 at checkout for 15% off. Pretty boy!
Urban schools?
I'm sorry, like middle of nowhere schools. Suburban.
Rural.
Should be homeschooled.
Rural.
Homeschool.
What if you got stupid parents?
Well,
I mean, look, he's teaching his
You buy
kids.
curriculum. I'm not teaching my kids anything that I'm like, oh, I have all this experience in this. We just take our kids to co-ops.
What if you couldn't read?
If I can't read?
Yeah, what if you and your wife couldn't read?
So now you're worried about the 1% versus the majority? Chasing down, or are you just like fleshing out a...
Well, I mean, literacy rates in America wouldn't say that 1% of America is illiterate. I think that number is significantly higher.
Yeah.
I want to say somewhere in the
Well, just...
almost 20% range.
Well, you can teach animals how to do tricks.
Yeah.
But can you teach critical thinking to children? That's the most important thing. Is literacy is important. Math skills are important, but teaching people how to critically think is much more important than teaching them to memorize everything that can be looked up on Google in 2 seconds. Teaching them
the
how to
Pythagorean
process.
theorem.
Yeah.
A squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Every day.
I don't remember that.
It's a hypotenuse. Sine over.
I mean, I'm really an idiot.
Dude, you're really not.
I'm practical.
You're the practical guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're the practical guy.
Yeah,
You're street smart.
definitely. Book smart. Dude, I wanted to get out of school so bad. Like, I just didn't care. I almost didn't graduate.
Your mom doesn't think that, though.
No, she had no clue.
She told me flat out you got really good grades.
She never seen a report card since 8th grade.
Well, you got good grades before 8th grade then.
No, I didn't.
Well, I mean, and also, too, I'd have to question her level of what's good.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a baseline.
It was Louisiana after all, so
Yeah, dude, I just was.
he was in the top 1%.
I was
of
just
Louisiana.
that. Dude, I went to school for the social environment.
Well, and I think it's also illegal for you to not go to school.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I'm just saying that's what I enjoyed.
That's what you enjoyed.
I didn't.
Yeah. Me too.
I didn't study. I didn't care about class. I cheated on a bunch of stuff.
I
was a great cheater though. I could cheat so good on tests. Oh man.
I actually was not interested in education until I got to college. It was always my parents were very strict about me getting good grades because they had this thing, and here I am 39 years old. I can't tell you if what they did was right or wrong. I'm not there yet to make a decision. So my parents would do something like this. And this is what happened. Vaughn, you will never have to have a job in high school or in school or in college as long as you make A's and B's.
But D's get degrees, baby. That's what I said.
D's don't get degrees in college, unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't go to college.
Oh.
D's get diplomas.
Yeah. So, hey, I don't know. I didn't really have my first job till I was Oh man, it was late. I don't even want to admit it, but
Well,
How old were you?
modeling was a job, kind of.
yeah, I mean, if you want to call that a job, let's do that.
It's time,
It's income.
time away from the
It's
family.
income. Yes.
I did. I made a very good living in high school. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do that to my child or not, but I probably will.
What do you mean?
But like, tell him if he makes A's and B's. Well, for him, I'm actually going to expect A's. Then he won't have to work. But I do think it's beneficial for kids to work during the summer.
I agree.
Looking back, if I were to do it again, I would have became a lifeguard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, easiest job in the world. I mean, let's be honest. You jump in, you can't swim. That's not my problem.
I mean, if you're a lifeguard, it is.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna jump in just to get
For
cooled
optics.
off. But
Get cooled off.
like to be quite honest, and this is bad. I mean, this is shallow of me, and that's okay.
Well, if they're in the shallow end, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's very true. If you are a child, of course, I'm gonna try to save you because you're a child. You can't help it, right? But if you're like 18 and above, I'm gonna I'm gonna look at you first. Then I'm gonna be like, am I putting my lips on this person? I mean, if they're not good looking, I'm probably not.
That's a good point. Would you give Magnus if he was drowning?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't
Just let me
give.
die.
I wouldn't give Magnus a bottle of oxygen from 1,000 yards away.
That's hateful.
That's a real.
No, but I would hope that somebody would. I mean, it's not like I'm like, oh, I want you to die. It's just not. You're not going to live because of me.
I don't want you to live.
You're not going to live because of me, but I am in my mind going to hope that somebody does save you because I care about you.
Okay.
I'll give you mouth to mouth, big guy.
All right, I appreciate that.
I'm just kidding.
Come on, just take out the dip.
You're like, dude, all I did was trip and fall, hurt my knee.
Yeah. If I gave,
This is a lot easier if you just hold still.
oh gosh, if I gave,
Great movie.
yeah, I'd be worried about giving Magnus CPR. He'd probably Wendy Peppercorn me.
Oh, dude, ain't no doubt he was trying to just make out with
Dude,
you.
I guarantee he'll freaking Squints Magnus. What's his name? Squints?
Squints.
Yeah.
Magnus would so make out with a dude, faking it like he's drowning.
No.
He said no?
No.
You said that with a lot of
Curiosity.
conviction, so I would. Yeah, he would. All right. Well, anyway, so we figured out saving people. Magnus is still trying to work on the education system. He's going to get there. We'll do a little bit more training with him. Dale had good grades until he was in 8th grade. What's good? We don't know, but good enough.
I didn't fail any grade.
You didn't fail any grade. Hey, did you ever have those kids in school that were like, yeah, I got held back?
Yeah.
And you know damn good and well, I'm sorry, you failed, buddy.
So I know some buddies that got held back for sports, obviously, but I did have another one of my really good buddies that got held back, and it was because his parents said he just wasn't ready to go. Like when we were in 5th grade, when I went to 6th, he got held back again to 5th grade.
So there's a date cutoff, right?
Yes,
where
it's
you can hold someone out. You can't hold them back if
It's
they're
like August or
if they're
something?
on
Yeah.
par. Well, so like I'm July. I could have gone earlier or late. I went late, and I'm actually glad I did.
See, I was early. I was like the youngest in my class,
What age did you graduate high school?
17.
Okay, yeah. So I graduated.
Because I was on my senior trip in Mexico at 17 years old.
I graduated at 18, and then 2 months later turned 19.
Wow. I was more like Dale. Like I think I just turned 18 in April and then graduated in May.
So you could still get in the bars. I mean, you could get in bars at 18. So I had buddies in my high school, like my good friends.
In Louisiana, you could drink at 18.
No. For a long time, that they changed that law. I'm saying, but they were going to bars at 18 in my senior year, and I couldn't go to R-rated movies.
Is it R-rated movie 18 and over?
17.
Or
17's
something,
already.
yeah. I guess. Well, it's the same preference. They were older than me for 17. I was still 16 at that point too. So
Do they actually That's funny. Did they ID kids
I
nowadays?
couldn't go see Showgirls.
Do you remember? I think we talked about this before.
What?
First rated R movie you ever watched?
Scream.
Mine was.
I don't remember.
No. In theaters, it was Scream for me, but I think my first rated R movie was Terminator 2.
Mine was Basic Instinct. The first rated R movie I went to, and listen, this is how sheltered I was as a child. Remember the movie The Last Boy Scout?
Yep.
I went with an older.
Damon Wayans.
I went with an
Willis?
older friend of mine. He's like 2 years older. His dad didn't care what he did, and he told me, he's like, "Hey, yeah, we're gonna go watch whatever movie it was." I asked my mom, and she's like, "Yeah, that's fine. Go watch the movie." Well, when we got there, he was like, "The movie's not even playing. We're gonna go watch The Last Boy Scout." I got in there. I didn't know what it was, and then like the first scene, I can't remember exactly what the scene was, but I was like, "This is a bad movie." I think I saw some tit,
Oh.
and I felt so guilty about that. This. I'm telling you, this is how I was. I walked out of the movie theater and I called my mom at work, and I told her I need her to come pick me up because I was uncomfortable in the movie theater watching a rated R movie.
It's like that Nate Bargatze thing. He's talking about he's at his friend's house, and they started playing a rated R movie,
Yeah.
and he called his mom. It was so funny. That's a funny bit.
And you know what my mom did?
What?
She said, "You can wait outside until I'm done with work."
I just want to watch the movie. See, I was worse kid. But I wasn't a sheltered kid either, though.
Yeah, I was sheltered. A little bit.
I was from the school of hard knocks, dude. I was raised by the streets.
I don't think one way is better than the other, quite honestly. I think it all matters how you turn
How
out.
you turn? Yeah, I think that's what it is. I mean, like I
Yeah.
said, yeah, you could go either way from either of those situations.
Yeah. I can tell you that I know a lot of very sheltered people, young, that,
Totally rebelled.
I mean, rebel is the
Yeah, I know.
that's being light.
Yeah.
They had this Pentecostal chick. She used to get on the bus with her skirt on, and she'd be changing the jeans and our short shorts, something like that, on the bus because she was Pentecostal. She'd change out her long skirt.
Hell yeah.
We'd watch her change.
Oh, hell yeah.
She was older than us.
Ain't nothing like a Pentecostal.
Yeah.
Aren't they the ones that speak in tongues?
Yeah, but it was something. But yeah, like I said, you can either carry that on, or you totally go the opposite way.
Yeah, you teach two kids the same thing, and they both learn a different lesson.
I think I kind of do the same to my son. I kind of not shelter him, but I mean we parent him in a way that doesn't expose him to.
What I don't want is my kids to be naive to shitty people and the realness of the world too, though.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
That's one thing. I mean, so
That's why you always give Bronson wedgies and
I
punch him.
talk crazy to them. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, they can put up with me. They can do it. Most assholes, they're going to do it with the rest of their life.
Yeah, we talk about stuff that's, I would say.
Dude, let me tell you something funny.
Oh God, thanks for cutting me off.
I'm sorry. This is
No, I'm not sorry.
I'm going to forget. So last week they had Bronson's in 5th grade. Well, they took all the boys in one room, took all the girls in one room, or at once at a time, and played this illustration movie about the reproduction system and all that stuff like that. He's like, and so Bronson said, "Yeah, all of our buddies, we told everybody that if you laugh, you'll get in trouble with it." No, they didn't tell him that. They just and so the first scene comes on. The first part of the thing shows a like a guy like a wiener and balls, and he said they all bust out laughing. And he said at the end. And, because we talked to him after that evening, but he was telling me some stories about it. He goes, everybody got to write a question on a sticky note, and they pick 2 questions to read. And, they some of them, they're like, we're not asking, we're not going to answer, you can talk to your parents about this stuff. And, they're supposed to be anonymous.
Yeah.
His little buddy, because they were talking about erections, all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So his little buddy wrote on a notepad, and Bron said he was the top one, so everybody's seen it. And his question was he wanted to know how long until his wiener gets bigger.
Dude,
And so
honestly, valid question.
And so he said the teachers saw it. He goes, they were all busting out laughing. They were like laughing themselves, like, we can't answer that.
Valid. Hey, that's a valid question.
Tell them
though.
to keep waiting.
Yeah, he goes, no, yeah, the question was like, how old do I need to be? Or how long does it take till my penis gets bigger? That's the question he asked.
45, I think.
I hope. Yeah, I hope.
I'm banking on 40.
I mean, I can tell him is that 39. I think I'm still growing.
Dude, but he was telling me a story, dude. He was dying, like he was just laughing. So it was just funny,
Yeah.
you know. And we were just asking questions about it. What do you think, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just funny that they I don't remember going through any of that stuff. I mean, I remember them showing us videos in high school.
I remember them showing it to us in 5th grade.
It may have been 5th grade. I don't know.
And
I was already looking at Playboy by then. So
I remember me and my buddy Ryan.
It's late.
We were talking. We're like, yeah, we're watching the video, dude. And then he's like, we gotta be in the front row. And I was like, yeah, those are the Peter seats. So we sat in the front row. We were just dying laughing the whole time.
you can imagine with a group of 5th grade boys. It's funny,
Oh,
dude.
dude, I think it'd be great. I don't
remember. We probably did too. I don't remember that vividly, but yeah, I can imagine us being idiots. I mean, we're idiots still.
You know what I do like about that? I know there's a lot of like talk about, that's something that parents should teach their kids, right? They put the onus on the parents. I get it. But what I like about the school presenting these things is it gives an opening to break the ice for the parents as well.
Oh, it does.
Because really and truly, do you want to go like, it would have been hard for you to go, I would say it would be hard for me to go to my child.
Which is awkward.
And say, hey, I kind of want to talk to you about something. I would rather him have seen that and then come to me.
Let them have curiosity and they ask questions.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. Like, I had no problem at school showing that. I was like, especially from what the premise of what they showed them.
Yeah.
It does help a lot of parents. And like I said, for them in their setting with their buddies, they think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But it gets them thinking and talking. And some know more than others, obviously,
Yeah.
because he had other people talking in the thing. And
Most of those kids are laughing out of embarrassment, but they really are interested.
yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I had a brother 7 years older than me, so I had a lot of things that I seen as a kid way before I should have. Mm-hmm. Seeing drugs, alcohol, like Playboys, all this stuff. Like,
What was that, Easy Rider, that motorcycle magazine? Yeah,
Well-
shout out to my buddy Jason showing me.
Oh, yeah, I had a-
Easy Rider. His
I had a
dad's
buddy
Easy
I had a buddy in another school, and he would sell us pictures torn out of like Playboy and stuff like that.
He would sell
Was this guy know Theo Vaughn, the guy that would
no,
draw
it's
the
the same.
picture?
Yeah, he would draw.
Oh God!
No, dude, I'm telling you, I saw all that as an early age.
As
That's probably not good for your well-being.
No.
I don't know. You're all right now, right?
I guess.
I mean, not everything. You're not like some sexual deviant by any means.
I mean, maybe that's what caused it.
Oh, here we go. Take the testosterone out of it.
No, I'm just. I don't know, man.
But anyway, I think it's a great thing that they show that in school, and that's it's for every parent to make that decision. I fully agree. But if for me, I'm signing the release form. They're allowed to learn about that in school.
Yeah. Wouldn't you love to be that one kid that's not allowed to sit in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
That was always me.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they called.
That was you? Well, you were going to.
I was homeschooled till 8th grade, but when I was in 9th grade, dude, you talking about being sheltered? But you were honest. I wanted to go to the R-rated movie, so I would lie and go say I was watching Toy Story 2 and then go watch dirty movies.
Yeah.
So you were like 18 at the time.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the rebellion.
My parents still don't let me watch R-rated movies.
That's not true.
Ask my mom. Y'all want to have her on the podcast?
No. Yes.
Okay, yeah. You talked about having her on last week.
Yeah, I do.
We should have all three of our moms at one time.
I'll quit this podcast right now. Right now. 100%.
Dude, me and Kimberly talk. We're friends on Facebook.
Dude,
I'll invite her.
listen, man. You know, it's one of those things like every son, and this goes for y'all. There's these quirks that your mom does that you're kind of like, golly, that drives me nuts. So the quirks that you may have for your mom,
Yeah.
I guarantee you don't drive me nuts.
Right.
The quirks that I have for my mom don't drive you nuts.
Yeah, I get that.
So just know that either way, our moms come on this podcast. All three of us are getting driven nuts, and it's not by the other person's moms.
No, we'll be laughing and egging that on with your mom to you.
See, that's the thing. My mom is a psychotherapist, for the love of God. She's gonna get in y'all's brains. The next thing you know, you're crying.
I might need that. I like a good cry.
Dude, here's what I think you should do.
Okay.
And I think maybe I said this. I think it would be cool for you to reach out to my mom to bring her on the Happily Ever Banter podcast.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool. I think she would enjoy it. And I think that y'all two would, you and Crystal would really enjoy speaking to somebody who is, of the mind in the doctoral field.
Okay.
And your mom can prescribe the little blue chews for him?
No, those you just do online.
I did those illegal last time.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. So.
All right. I do want to have a therapist on our podcast on Happily Ever Banter.
Yeah, I think that would be good. I really do think I'd be.
I bet we had that episode when we talked about you ever trying to break me down.
Yeah.
And then we just actually had the last week. Was that last week's episode when we had the Harrisons on? Yeah.
Harrison Hart.
The Harts.
Yeah, that was.
So we had them on,
Yeah,
our friends Bridget and who you've met.
Yeah.
And they're a good time. That was a really good podcast. We had a good time with them. But we talked about that. And so she's been going to therapy. And they just recently started going to couples therapy just for communication, different things like that.
Yeah.
And so it intrigues me. I've thought about like doing it myself.
Just going to therapy on your own.
Yeah, I'd like to try it out, just to see really what I would uncover. Maybe I got a bad temper sometimes, and maybe I can figure some of that out and some things like that. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
You ever seen him blow up? Oh yeah. Remember?
I mean, yeah, I've seen him blow up.
What'd you do last time when we were doing the ad read? You like threw something down.
Well, I smashed my phone. It cracked the screen.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen one that was worse than that.
When he slapped his meat on the island.
Oh yeah. Nobody was there for that.
And there was ground beef too.
Yeah. No, trust me. I know I'm not perfect. But like I said, I've been curious about that.
Yeah, I think it's one of the side effects of high levels of testosterone.
No. It's been my whole life.
That's like people that we talked about this last week. People that drink a lot and they get hungover and they're like, "Oh no, it must have been something I ate. It wasn't from the drinking."
Yeah, no.
Same goes with steroids.
I don't think that can't help. But I've had a temper even early on. So I think it's.
Yeah, I am. I believe it or not, I actually have a gigantic temper. But it is very well tamed in that it takes a lot for me to pop off and blow up. But when I do, I see black, and it's no good for anybody.
Was it worse when you were drinking?
No. It was not worse at all.
Probably start drinking.
It's the exact same.
Oh, okay.
I mean, drinking had nothing to do with my temper. If I was drinking, I didn't ever get mad.
See, most couples drinking usually would cause more issues. I know for a lot of our fights was always, but we were both drinking, and then you be assholes each other,
Oh, and mind you, your drinking did cause issues. It caused issues in the way that, not that I'm, getting into fights, but it's, you came home at 4 o'clock in the morning hammered drunk.
Yeah.
It wasn't that I lost my temper. It was that.
See, I've never been that kind of a drinker. Like, I'm not a.
You're not a binge drinker.
No, I never was. I never was that guy that would go out and do the like I'm talking. I wouldn't be like out with the boys. I never was that kind of guy. I never enjoyed that. It never was anything I ever did.
If
Well,
it's,
yeah, you and Crystal both drink together.
Yeah, like
so
she-
it's not like you're being.
Yeah, if
going out
anybody
by
has
yourself.
any more, she does way more girls' nights. I don't do boys' nights. Like I said, this is our boys' time. Like
Yeah.
I don't do like I just never got enjoyment out of like, hey man, let's go catch up, have some drinks. That does nothing. That doesn't excite me
Yeah.
to do. I really don't. Like it just
Yeah.
doesn't. If we're all going out and have a drink, yeah, I'm good. But like, I'm like, hey man, I'll meet you at the bar, let's have some drinks. Nah, I would never say that. That's the last thing I would ever want to do.
have you ever? Do you and Crystal ever like when y'all are alone? Do y'all drink together?
Rarely.
See, I will guarantee you. So here's things people may or may not look at. People who get drunk and they get into fights, right? I would venture to say that rarely do they drink and get into fights when they're both together and no one's around.
Correct. I can see that, yeah.
The fights derive from little pieces throughout the night of being around a group of friends,
No doubt.
where the biggest fight that most women that drives them nuts is you not paying enough attention to them when your
100%.
boys are around.
100%.
100%. What drives men nuts is them being on your ass about talking to your boys too much. So you got two separate distances here.
Yeah, like I said, if we drink together, like at the house, it's like we're drinking a bottle of wine
Yeah.
while I'm cooking and hanging out, which
Yeah.
that's never like a sloppy night. That's really like drinking a bottle of wine. You might get a little buzz, but it's never anything like that.
Yeah.
It always is more in a social setting where other things can happen. There's other people around, other temptations. There's all kind of different things that happen that can cause
Yeah.
insecurities and fights, and it's just
Yeah.
it's never a good mix. I know that for a fact.
Your judgment's cloudy around a bunch of people.
And certain alcohols will affect people different.
People have always said that.
That doesn't do it to me.
I never had that thing where I was one way.
If I drink
on-
tequila, I'm gonna fight.
That's what everybody. I don't
know.
get it.
I don't know.
Alcohol is alcohol.
Dude, tequila makes me have fun.
I think it's more
It
the amount.
it absorbs. I mean, it absorbs the same in your blood.
Yeah, I mean, chemically it's the same, right? It's
I don't
alcohol,
see
but-
that. I don't see that.
but
Being,
if
I
you
think that's a
drink-
cop out.
Yeah, but if you drink take shots of like super strong stuff like Everclear or like super like pure vodka and
Yeah.
100 proof Southern Comfort.
I do see
Nobody
I do
drinks
see
that.
like when people are like, oh yeah, tequila makes me angry or getting into fights. I think that that's a coping mechanism for someone who drank tequila one time and got into a fight, or drank tequila 100 times and got into 6 or 7 fights.
Yeah.
So they say, well, that's what it does. That's the excuse. That's why I got into a fight, is because I was drinking tequila.
Yeah, Kid Rock was just talking about that on Joe Rogan. He said,
Yeah.
I won't drink tequila. I was getting a fight.
He goes.
I'm like,
Every time I do that, I wake up in the jail. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's more so self-control.
But that's a different level of partying when
I
you're
can't
a
even
rock star.
imagine, like
Yeah.
being Kid Rock. partying with
Kid
him.
Rock's. He's allowed to do what he wants to do, though. Too.
He's American badass.
He is.
I was like, I talked about this before. I'm not gonna bring it up, but yeah, I love Kid Rock.
I was actually listening to Kid Rock the first time I ever got pulled over.
That's the reason why I got pulled
I
over.
was going like 100 miles an hour on the way to Bayrock Mall to buy a hat.
What hat?
I was trying to get there before it closed. I was trying to get some at Lids.
You're
I don't know.
You're not a Kid Rock fan if you stopped.
I was driving an 86 4-cylinder Ford Ranger, dude. Nothing. I could probably do like 90.
Dude,
max.
OJ was driving a 1990 Bronco, and
That
he
was-
had an excuse.
But that was a 5.8 liter 351, dude. I had a 4-cylinder 2.3 liter 4-banger, bro.
That
This is-
Bronco weighed 6 times this amount of your little car.
The juice
he,
was
he
loose.
got caught.
They ended
He
up
couldn't run.
They ended up pulling over.
Yeah, he couldn't run.
Didn't they? Isn't that what happened? They pulled. It wasn't him driving.
Yeah, he got on the phone and that.
Oh, he wasn't driving
Robert
that,
Kardashian talked him down.
Yeah,
That was
so
his
they
bu- it was his buddy who was
negotiated. Yeah, it
driving,
was his
yeah.
buddy.
He's like, dude, it'd be better if you just let yourself in.
Yeah. So he basically pulled himself over. At least that's what I'd say if I were him.
Dude, y'all remember seeing that like everywhere? That helicopter.
We
shot
were in,
of
like,
that
5th
Bronco
grade.
I was in
forever.
I was in first or second grade. I believe.
I thought we were like,
Maybe third. When was it? 1990?
Yeah. I think the verdict was read in like 91 or 92.
I feel like I was older than that.
So yeah, I was in
You graduate what year?
03.
Okay, I'm two grades ahead of you. How
Yeah.
am I 2 grades ahead of you? Man, you really started late then.
You graduated 01?
Yeah. And I'm only a year older than you.
You started early, and I started late. That
Okay.
accounts for the 2 years.
Okay.
Considering our birthdays fall in the...
It was 1994.
Okay, so 94?
June 17th, 1994.
Yeah, I was in 4th or 5th grade.
Okay.
I remember that.
So I was 10.
I was 11.
I was 12.
What grade are you in at 10?
Well, Bronson's 11 in 5th grade.
Okay, so I was in 3rd or 4th. I think
You're in 3rd. I was in 5th.
3rd. Okay.
Because I remember that being in my 5th grade yearbook, like in the rewind, like they all like
Yeah.
pop culture stuff.
Yeah, that was everywhere.
That was crazy.
Do you think OJ did it, Magnus?
If the glove doesn't fit,
Innocent
must have
until
quit.
proven guilty. I mean, they found him.
I'm
innocent.
actually really glad that you said that. Innocent until proven guilty.
Why was that?
Because someone who is a staunch anti-government person,
a libertarian.
anti-government person, would believe in a double jeopardy type, be judged by your peers type thing.
Well, the whole point is it's better to let 100 innocent people free than one innocent, or 100 guilty people free than one innocent person put to death or incarcerated.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine being charged with a crime that you were innocent of, and then you have to sign a plea bargain and go to jail, like a Con Air situation? Like, remember that Nick Cage movie?
Yeah.
He has to go to jail, and he's innocent.
Yeah.
That was a movie too.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Shawshank Redemption.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough evidence, but
Yeah.
it just, the situation.
No, I can totally agree to that. Yeah, for sure.
Dude, that's crazy. You see them guys like been in jail for like 20, 30
Dude.
years and they get out and like I was like,
dude.
man, that's terrible. Like they're like, oh, he was in.
Dude, shout out Innocence Project, dude.
Oof.
I
Innocence Project is a cool
cried,
thing.
dude.
Well, I never heard of
I've
that.
cried. Dude, they've been on Joe Rogan a few times.
Yeah.
I've cried listening to the stories
What-
of these people.
They are
People that have
horrible.
They're-
been wrongfully
Yeah, the
accused.
DAs just hammer these guys. They may be guilty of other crimes, but they're not guilty of a crime that they get charged
Like
with.
a heinous crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they know they're guilty of something, but they're finally like, all right, we got evidence. Let's plant evidence. Let's break the rules. And then they go to jail for 30 years, and they're innocent.
Oh God.
Hey, there's something I want you to watch. I think you'll find it interesting. Ask me after the podcast because I can't think of what it is.
Okay.
It's I know the guy's name, but I can't think of what the documentary's called. But anyway, so yeah, and then they give them a lawsuit, right? They win a lawsuit, they get paid out.
It doesn't make up.
Time can't be paid for
No.
in the most part. Now, I personally, if I'm doing stuff for work, I do account that to how much that costs because it's taken away from work. So me on an airplane without a computer, that's going to cost the company X amount of dollars.
You're not going to say the X. It's got to be in the millions for an hour.
No, it's definitely
hour of
not in
long
definitely not in the millions.
17 million?
It's definitely not 17 million.
Could be.
I wouldn't need to be trying to sell my soul on a podcast. 17 million. No, I'm lying. No, I'd
come
still
on,
be here.
Come on, P. Diddy.
I'd still be here. We would just have a better producer. That's a reel. So, no.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, moving on.
Hey, did you see the new Good Ranchers video they just made?
When did they make it?
Oh, the ham. Yeah, one with ham.
Dude, they're giving away ham. They're selling ham for $20 for subscribers. But they made a video about the ham. It's funny. Aaron's in it. You need to check it out. I saw on Instagram yesterday. I was like,
Oh, no, I
forgot.
haven't-
I was
I
going
haven't
to send
seen
you. I
it.
forgot.
Yeah, they just posted it yesterday.
I haven't looked at Instagram today or yesterday. Actually, no, I did today. I liked.
Yeah, it was one of the first ones that popped up. 'Cause I commented on all
The
their-
indie season just started. They were there. I know. I saw Adam. They were there down in St. Petersburg or something like that, somewhere in Florida. And the top three.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Scotty McLaughlin.
No, not McLaughlin. The other guy. The other New Zealand guy. God dang it! He won, and then McLaughlin got third. Newfound.
Newgard. Newgard.
Newgarden.
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 I think that's his last
Newgarden.
first name.
I think it is Newgard.
I know Scotty's name, Scott McLaughlin's name, but yeah, he got they got first and third. I was like, that's a good day for Team Penske and Good Ranchers. Pretty
Dude.
cool. Joseph Newgarden.
John.
Yeah, Joseph Newgarden.
Joseph Newgarden, yeah.
And I noticed I called you John.
Mm-hmm.
You texted me during a podcast.
Cardinal rule. Dude, you break those just like you do your other thing.
You told me to remind you, so I reminded you. I'm just following orders.
I'm not telling you anything anymore.
You got me curious about that. Was it a documentary about innocence?
Sweet.
Now you're switching me back to that.
You text him about that and he said he's a tell you after?
I was going to forget if I didn't text him.
How you going to know he's going to forget?
He's going to forget.
He's on Vyvanse now, dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get it finally?
Yeah. Started taking it yesterday.
How do you feel?
Besides angry at me.
Dude,
Look at those
it is one of those things like people can judge all they want. They can say what they want, but the amount of things that I can do with my mind whenever it's clear and concentrated,
Can you move this water bottle?
no.
Oh, okay. Well, you really teed that up.
But when I say things with my mind, like I can get data sets out of certain things that I'm looking for. Like things make better sense. It's more clear. Like if I have to run a certain report to find a profitability of this, of that, of this, whatever, a lot of times I have to kind of write it out. So if I got to go this report to this and this, and I have to draw this out. Well, now my mind works in a way that I can just like see it and then be like, boom, it's good.
You need to put that Zach Galifianakis meme where he's like,
He's limitless now, dude.
he is.
So, and it's been very subtle because I'm on a very low dosage. I'm going to give that 30 days.
What do you mean?
I mean, well, we may need to bump it up. I'm going to let
Can your body get used to
Let
it
the
so you'll
doctor
need more of
tell
it?
you
I'm
that.
going to let the doctor do it. I'm going to let the doctor
You can't.
tell me.
You can't.
I know. Okay.
You've been down this road. You got your back to prove it.
I know. I'm going to let the doctor tell me
good.
what I need.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm doing very well. I'm way more productive, more driven. Worked out last night, believe it or not.
I don't believe it.
Okay, I don't care.
What'd you do?
What do you mean? What did I do? Oh, to work out?
Looks like you skipped legs.
Nope. So I used dumbbells. Did some squats with some dumbbells because that's all I had. Then I did some bench press with some dumbbells.
What weight?
I did some flies. I actually last night, because I was interested and I had nothing better to do, the biggest dumbbells that I had were 65 pounds or 60. So I, did a little bench press with those.
You still think you could bench your body weight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to the gym after this. We're going to video it.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
I got
It's not enough time to create the styrofoam weights.
I got shit I got to do.
When you going to come do a CrossFit workout with me?
I'm not.
And Magnus is going to film it.
Oh,
Well, you'll set up a tripod. You're going to work out too.
I want to get to that point where we just stop talking about the working out stuff.
You brought it up.
I did
hasn't
bring
talked
it
about-
up.
He hasn't talked about CrossFit in 50 minutes. Like, let's just take a moment and
Thank
clap
you.
for that.
Thank you.
Almost an hour
Yeah,
without
because
talking about
now
CrossFit.
it's starting to catch up to him. He doesn't admit it.
I just did a tough workout before I got here.
Yeah.
You're coming, dude.
Dude, it doesn't interest me. Like that stuff doesn't interest me.
Why? Being in shape?
No, it's the culture of it. That's not my thing. I like to go at my own pace.
I like a good community workout.
You do, because you're one of those people that likes to, be around other people.
I'm a disruptor.
To show, your prowess. I'm not that way.
Prowess.
Yeah.
You know the bad thing is? The funny thing is, I'm not good at CrossFit. And I make that known. I'm very vocal with that, so it makes it funny around there.
You're not good at CrossFit in the manner of the athleticism of it?
Oh, you got people kill me all the time. I got this one dude, he's 52 years old. He beats me every time.
Is he shorter?
Oh, how do you beat somebody just like he does things faster?
It's for time. Yeah, you work out for time and yeah.
So is it relative to weight? Like, is he doing the same weight as you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're talking one guy.
Well, they got girls beat me too.
But yeah, they don't have to do as much weight.
Well, their weight is relative to their.
I mean,
it's
20% to somebody's body weight is 20%.
That's what, that's how it is. I mean, that's only how it's like handicapping in golf.
Yeah,
same kind of thing with.
It's a lot like taxes, Magnus.
Ooh,
tax season's here, baby.
I need to get that done.
I'm going tomorrow, noon.
See tax Jesus.
Have you filed for an extension yet?
I don't ever really file for extensions, just for the sheer fact that I dread taxes and I don't want to just elongate the dread.
I just want to get it over.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a habitual procrastinator, but taxes I've never been a procrastinator on.
Yeah.
I'd rather just get it out of the way, get it over with. And, a lot of times if you're pretty aware of what needs to be done in order for you not to pay, it's a fun time.
Did you ever get paid by that contractor?
Contractor?
The one that we're not going to say their name on the podcast? No, they have not paid.
Still?
They still haven't responded to my messages either.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that two people you've hooked up, Magnus, with?
No, he was already doing something.
This is one of my longtime clients, but there was a big misunderstanding with everything, and they're like, well, why is it more than this? And it's because they, on the day of, changed everything. They needed to double the amount of work I needed to do. And I was like, well, it's going to cost twice as much.
It sounds like a beef.
Yep. It's my beef.
Did they sign an agreement?
No, that's part of my thing is if you're going to do something with a big $1 billion corporation, get like a good ChatGPT, at least agreement, written document, because it's all verbal. Everything I had was verbal.
This is a corporation that you're dealing with?
A multi-billion-dollar corporation.
If you want to get paid, I don't know the amount that you're looking to get from them,
it's
but
not a ton.
I would take them to civil court. They'll settle outside.
Okay.
That's what I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
At least you get paid. It's not going to cost you much. Civil court now, I think it's free now. Or maybe it's $35.
I just want to go on Judge Judy. Will that help?
Dude, I love Judge Judy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those big corporations like that, they want to settle.
Yeah. It's like not the amount, like the amount that they owe is probably worth a lawyer's like 30 minutes. It's not that much. I'm like, why are y'all complaining?
Yeah.
They act like it's coming out of their paycheck. I'm like, it's coming out of my children's mouths at the grocery store.
Yeah. Well, they don't give a shit about that.
No, they don't. No.
Yeah, they don't care.
Heartless corporation.
Yeah.
We'll say the name, but I'll believe it.
But you know what they will do? They'll put on all over their social media how they care about everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They'll be like, oh, God, we care about all of our employees. Yeah, we're open 24 hours on Christmas Eve.
Hey, they do give out like Christmas hams. I was there shooting one time and they were like giving out Christmas hams.
Yeah.
It was like the day before Christmas. I'm like, why am I here? Why are we doing this today?
Well, the great thing about that is you give out Christmas hams right before the end of the year.
Yeah, write it off.
Down your tax liability.
Yeah.
So
These hams worth at least $1 million.
I mean, these are special hams.
Yeah.
We flew these in.
Yeah. No, flew them in from America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are Argentinian hams.
Yeah.
It's the best ones.
That's what I hear.
Shout out Good Ranchers.
No, it's American.
American meat delivered.
All right. Well, so got a little update today.
Okay.
I was telling y'all earlier. This isn't really going to be bad news for either of you. You'll probably laugh about it, but it's important to me.
I need a good laugh.
5 years ago, I got my air medical, class 3, for my pilot's license.
Mm-hmm.
And I went in to go test, and my vision failed. So I quickly hustled to go to an optometrist to get glasses so that I could just qualify. It's not, it's not like it's not a huge deal. So I got glasses, went back, qualified, all's good. Well, soon after that, I'm like, this sucks. Like, I don't want to have to wear glasses to fly a plane. This is stupid. And I'm a big firm believer in let's just get some fix going as fast as possible. So I got LASIK 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
The time I got LASIK, my vision was 20/40, which was skirts, passing, long, the distance at farsightedness. Got my vision fixed, and it was immediately 2015. It stayed that way for a while. Well, the last couple of years, I've been like noticing myself squinting. And I'm like, this is kind of normal. It does recede after time. Yeah. So maybe my vision's now 20/30. Dude, I went today to get my updated medical. My vision is 20/60. 5 years, not even 5 full years, post LASIK.
Wow. How long is LASIK supposed to last?
I mean, a lot of people last about 10 years. It's not uncommon for it to be less than that. But
okay.
So when I got a consultation to do LASIK, they told me when you hit 40, your vision's going to get messed up and you probably won't benefit from LASIK after that. Because I looked at it a few years ago and I was like, well, because I hate wearing glasses. But once you hit 40, your vision starts jacking up.
See, I know
people that get LASIK at 60 and they say they wish they would have done it at 6.
Well, it depends on the type of thing. I have an astigmatism.
That's what I had.
Yeah, they said it doesn't really help.
See, I have slight astigmatism in one of my eyes, but like I just went from when I turned 40, I went to got my eyes checked, and they're like, "You're fine." Like I said, maybe in 5 years you might need to use some those cheaters from Walgreens.
Yeah, mine's farsighted. So, to say all this, I did not get my medical certificate today. So ultimately, I cannot fly an airplane. Current moment.
Until you get your eyes fixed or wear glasses.
Well, I just got to test with glasses, and then I'm good.
So did you have your pilot's license? Like you can fly?
Yeah.
But you have to like constantly get it checked, like updated for vision?
Well, yeah. So every 5 years, if you're under 40, you go and you get, it's called a class 3 medical every 5 years. Once you hit 40, then you go every 2 years.
Because that's how much your vision can change.
Yeah.
I had a class 3 physical whenever I was diving at the NBL. It's the same. It's an Air Force.
Well,
mine was the Air Force class 3.
Yeah. So this is
for
called.
Passenger.
Did you?
I still have the certificate.
Did you register with the FAA to do it?
No, I did it through work. You had to get it to dive. It was the same certification.
Yeah, I have a feeling that we're on 2 different certifications. Mine is an airman's medical. I wouldn't think that a diver needs an
His was a seaman's.
Well, it was just more of a, yeah.
Of course he passed that.
Magnus, you dog.
He brought all of his kids to the appointment. Oh, yeah, you passed. You're a seaman.
Yeah. You're good. Oh, man.
So, anyway, that was a little depressing news, but we're going to be just fine.
I mean, I was waiting for something better than this. That was kind of lame.
When it's something that's really important to you.
I get it.
Yeah. So, like, if your CrossFit gym burned down.
I just go to you. You got some little girl weights. I could just work out with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should use me as the weight.
Yeah.
You can bench press me.
That's it.
And then I can
bowling ball you?
Dude, hell yeah. And then I could plank. So it's kind of like while you're working out, I'm working out.
Working your core.
Working my core.
It's funny. This Friday is third week of the CrossFit Open,
Yeah.
and I've gradually gotten worse every year in my percentile in ranking of men in America.
Are you doing less work year after year? Like less amount of time?
So those workouts are predetermined, and so then you do them, you submit your time, and then you're ranked worldwide.
Yeah.
And then they show your percentile worldwide for men. Then you got like United States. Then you have like your region, and then I have it like I'm in the 40 to 44-year-old age bracket. So they show your percentile for that. I get worse every year.
Dude, how's your ranking?
I'll show you.
Oh,
He got an
man.
A average. He's in the top 90%.
No, that's good.
No, being in the top 10% would be.
As of right now,
Top 10%. Yeah.
as of right now, I'm in the 47th percentile worldwide for men.
Hey,
Well, I mean,
above
dude.
average. That's above average.
Look, man.
And worldwide in the 40 to 44, my age bracket, I'm 54%. 54th percentile. In the United States, I'm 48th.
Could be worse.
54th percentile basically means you're just a little bit below average.
Yeah, but in the United States, in my age group, from 40 to 44, I am in the 53rd percentile.
Yeah, I mean, you're just
I'm an average dude.
that's a little below average, but we'll call you average.
Dude, most of the people that do CrossFit are freaking ripped. They're skinny, no fat, no muscle.
Nah, that's a misconception. The pros, yes.
Yeah, they're like,
I'm talking a normal day-to-day guy that does CrossFit.
yeah.
Not that.
Well, those are just the people who are trying out and registering and tracking it. Most of the people in CrossFit probably don't do that. That's it. Probably.
Is that
Less than
deflating to you every year when that happens?
I don't give a shit.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it bothers.
I don't. It doesn't. So last year,
I thought just because you brought it up probably meant you.
no, I was just talking about that in general.
Oh, okay.
I'm just talking about just getting worse with age.
Look, man.
You think you get better, but I am aging too. My knees suck. I don't have the cardio like I should.
Look, I'm proud. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, everybody's like, "So how's the podcast? And, who is it? What's it about?" I'm like, "Oh, it's just kind of like the Joe Rogan of Texas. I've got a co-host. He's an average CrossFitter,
That's right.
and we just kind of chat."
That's it.
We can't be the best uncle and the best CrossFitter. You got to pick one.
I'm in the 99th percentile for uncles
Oh, yeah. It's got to be.
worldwide.
Yeah, I think so, man. Probably so.
Dude, I make all my kids call you Uncle Dale. They love it.
Dude, a lot of people call me Uncle Dale, man. My customers, I love it.
Jared from Subway was the best Subway eater too.
Dude, you still didn't watch the documentary I told you about?
I haven't.
Oh God, he was a sick fuck.
Why'd you have to bring up? Yeah, he just made the news again. I saw the Babylon Bee article. What happened with him? Should we talk about it or shouldn't we not?
I mean,
I missed it.
And just for clarification, so I can backtrack what I was talking. I'm using Jared as an example. He was a great Subway advocate. Come to find out, he's really not. I don't think that you're a greatest uncle advocate, and people are going to find out you're really not.
oh, I get it now.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you're definitely in your top half of uncles.
Okay.
Yeah, the best bad influence uncle out there.
Look,
Uncle's supposed to be fun.
I've got
You're definitely the fun uncle.
4 uncles.
Any of them fun?
No, one of them died.
He wasn't any fun.
I had 4 uncles. I would say one of them was outstanding. One of them was good, but we didn't have a relationship. The other 2, not really no relationship. So just with that metric there, 25% of my uncles were pretty damn good. So if you're top half, you're already beating the statistic that I know of my life.
Yeah.
So thank you, Uncle Donnie.
Uncle Donnie.
Yeah. That's the uncle I like.
Oh, okay.
I had 7 uncles. I had a bunch.
Yeah, it's because of
Yeah, my dad had there was 8 siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
I'm ready to get another
the
tattoo,
boomers.
guys.
shit. Of
Put me right below.
Oh, I am going to add Magnus to this. Picture of his old hairy head.
No shirt.
Are you really going to get another tattoo?
Yeah.
Of what?
I don't know. I just want something.
The other podcast?
No.
I'm going to get a Bogey Bros tattoo.
Too soon for that. Not opposed to it, but it's not. I'm not ready. I don't know, man.
Get whale tail right there on your chest.
Dude. You should get the swimmers.
I'm upset with Bogey Bros right now. I'm going to talk about it.
Uh-oh.
All right, go ahead.
Got beef?
No, this isn't going to be beef. I'm just upset with them, and I'm going to text them right after this.
That is my beef. I'm going to talk about that. My beef was, yeah.
I don't want to talk about why I'm upset with Bogey Bros right
Then
now.
let me talk about the beef.
Hey, you know what, Dale? I was going to ask you. You got any beef this week?
Yeah, so my beef this week.
Sponsored by Good Ranchers.
Sponsored by Good Ranchers. So obviously we had the Bogey Bro guys on, and they gave us a code, D&D Pod 20. And so I've got this website for their thing. It gives customers 20% off. We get a 10% commission paid on it. And we've been watching this shit like Bitcoin every day. And so Sean, totally a dick, bursted our bubble. We didn't care. So I get an email every time we have a conversion. Boom, somebody use your code. Somebody use your code. So every morning, like Vaughn's like, hey, where we at this morning? I'll send him a screenshot. Boom, here we at. Here's our update at the end of the night. And so, dude, we're getting these sales like boom. And so I sent in our group text a week or two ago.
Yeah.
Like, hey, dude, we're killing it for y'all. And Sean's like, well, don't get your head too big. You guys, y'all's discount code is leaked on some
on an internet site.
on the internet site.
Mind you, true story. We did not put that discount code on there.
If I'd have known about that, you could do that. I would have done that anyway.
Exactly.
Would have done it a long time ago.
Because
Yeah,
we were with
100%.
Bogey Bros over 30 days ago.
It
Had
could
I
have been
known,
it was probably one of our viewers that posted it.
had I
Hopefully.
known, had I
Shout out to
known that this would have happened, I would have done it literal day one.
Yeah, free shout out to that person. Whoever did that,
Yeah,
you're the real goat.
you are the real goat.
So we were, we were getting all these conversions, like boom, 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 they're just killing it. And I'm like, holy crap, like we're taking them for all their money.
It was addicting.
It was.
I mean, it really was.
And then today I get an email. We disabled your code. Your code has been
compromised.
your code has been abused on some other sites.
Yeah.
Blah, freaking blah. Whatever your name is that emailed me that.
I would like to ask them, out of pure curiosity, had those people not had that code,
Would they have shopped?
would they have bought? And they're going to say, well, yeah, they would. But they're not going to have actual data, metrics, and analytics to back that up because that's opinion.
And I don't agree with that opinion.
And one of the things that they could look at is bounce rate from their website. Okay. So that I will guarantee you, them having that code, the bounce rate was significantly less than what it would have been had they not.
Because all them places email you, hey, you left something in your cart.
Yeah.
How many of those people went back and like, oh, I got this code?
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, absolutely.
1,000% of them.
And I'll tell you, prime example. I asked you for a code the other day for municipal.
Yep.
I would not have bought anything had you not given me that code.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Because it's, a $54 T-shirt.
Yeah.
So using whatever percent, I can't remember what it was off.
It's 20% off.
Using that,
What's the code?
Dale 20.
can you put that on?
I'm going to go put it on their website. Yeah, so, dude, I'm a shopper, you know that. But
Yeah.
like anytime I go buy something, I'm always looking for a deal.
Yeah.
For free or discount at least.
Yeah.
But I'll like if I can't find a discount, I'll message the company on Instagram like, hey, I've done it before, and they'll be like, I just got some stuff from this place called Tomorrow's Laundry. I got some of their shirts, dude. Nice shirts, like t-shirts.
Yeah.
I've been watching them. So I messaged them, said, hey, I want to see, have you got a code I could use? Blah, blah, blah. I want to try some of your shirts. They said, hey, yeah, actually here, use our friends and family code, 30% off. No, 50% off. They gave me a code to use for 50%. They said, here, just don't share it. I'm like, okay.
Link it on the bottom.
Yeah. And so I was like, yeah, it doesn't come back to us. But, you know, I was like, that's a good.
I bet I shop tonight.
But like I said, for that, I was like, okay, hell, I'm going to go. But like I said, you know, everybody's looking for a deal, especially in this economic climate. You want to try to get some kind of deal, but I'll Google anything. Like if I can't find a code, I've got buddies that know I have codes to a lot of places. They'll text me, hey, you got to go to this place? I'm like, no, but hey, I've done that for friends. People ask me about something, and I'm like, oh, it's something I never heard of.
Yeah.
And I go look at them, I'm like, oh, shit, this is something I would use. So I message the company. Hey.
And they'll send you a code right away.
Yeah, they're like, hey, use
when
this.
a person with 300,000 followers on Instagram messages them, and they're going to send them a good code.
Well, I take that. I take advantage. I take advantage of that. That's what I'm saying. Why not take advantage of the platform for personal gain? Or for my buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very generous that way.
So I don't mind. Like, I was like, I've asked, dude, I've got no shame to ask for anything. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You have not because you ask not.
Exactly. Then Yoda said that.
Yeah.
Huh. I think he said it in reverse, though.
Do not try something like that. But no, so I'm always looking for some kind of discount. And you need to look at that Tomorrow's Laundry. I'll give you a discount code. Okay. But their stuff is cool. Had
you not given me this discount code for Tomorrow's Laundry, I wouldn't have bought anything.
I know. We did them a favor.
Yeah. I
don't care about their margins.
I do want to know, who cut us off? Was it Sean?
We should probably call a meeting.
And I do intend on sending a text message, professional yet stern, right after this podcast.
Okay, good.
And
say, what the shit is this?
And one of the things that I think would be great is if I screenshot their reply to my professional yet stern message, and then we insert it like right here.
Maybe we should you know what, we're gonna we need to play hardball with them.
Like, I tried to play hardball with them last week.
It's time to. Well, he told me I got to send him the analytics. He's like, Ryan's gonna want to see y'all's analytics, your numbers.
I don't care what Ryan wants to see. Semantics.
Yeah. So
don't worry about those numbers. Look at those sales numbers.
Exactly. Ain't our fault we got leaked.
It's not. And here's what I would say. The money that we made off of that, I'm willing to give that money back.
Or spend it on golf gear.
Plus 20%. Like if they were to pay us back dollar for dollar and 20%, I'd give that money back. So let's say we made $1,000. Uh-huh. If they give us $1,200, we'll give the money back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very dumb. I don't catch.
I thought you meant you were going to spend $1,200 on their.
Oh no! Gear. If they pay us $1,000, if we got paid $1,000 off of Bogey Bros, and they offer us $1,200, then we won't even cash out the $1,000. That was kind of a joke, guys.
Oh, I was like, I wasn't catching it. I wasn't catching it. Okay.
Yeah.
How about we just keep the $1,200 and the $1,000?
How about we just rob them?
Dude, I can take John.
They're not that far away.
I could take John. Sean's nothing.
Sean lives in Dallas.
He's little.
Yeah. Sean lives in Dallas. He's a little crazier, though.
Yeah, after that story about punching that dude.
He was.
Keep the golf clubs out of his hands.
He was in the military.
Yeah, I was going to say a Marine. He probably.
I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah, but there's always still that.
No, he's crazy.
I just wouldn't mess with people like that.
That fighting Irish dude.
But I tell you what, man, if I'm scared, dude, he's no way he's going to catch me. Ain't no way. No way.
We got longer legs.
Longer legs, more determination.
Yeah.
I shall not be punched. Not in the face, at least.
You don't punch. Yeah, but anywhere like from here to here, punch me.
Dude.
Shoulder, you can have any shoulder you want. Don't dead leg me. I hate those.
I used to... you know how back in the day, like in high school or maybe even junior high where people would do like the shadow boxing, slap box.
Yeah.
I remember every time people try to do that with me, I'd always say, not in the face.
I don't get in the face.
I hate getting hit in the face.
You ever been in a fight, Magnus?
I've been in 2.
What were their names? Girls.
I was about to say that. I probably shouldn't say their names. Andrew and Jesse.
Was it 2-on-1?
No,
Oh.
they were different days. Yeah, those were the only 2 fights I've ever been in.
I've never technically been in a fight. I've been sucker punched once, but I've never been in a fight.
I did get sucker punched, but I was on the job. I got sucker punched, and I didn't fight back because I knew if I fought back, I'd get fired. He got fired.
Weasel.
I didn't get fired. What was funny, too, is I just put in my 2 weeks' notice, so it wouldn't have mattered if I fought him or not.
Dude.
But this guy had been to jail. I worked at a mechanic shop. And
Oh, he said prison rules. I would have been off too.
I've worked with some hard
If
criminals.
somebody at my company that's an employee punches another employee and that employee punches them back, the punch backer ain't getting fired.
Does it matter? It doesn't matter the circumstances?
I mean,
The initiator?
I'd have to consider the circumstances,
Yeah.
of course. But if somebody just gets sucker punched
Yeah.
and they fight back, they're not getting.
Yeah, dude,
they're not getting fired.
I was locking up the building for the rest of the night, and this guy was out there smoking a cigarette, and I walked by him. He waited till I was in front of, or till I passed him, and then he sucker punched me in the head, dude. He's a bitch.
Oh, I would have fired him just for being a smoker. So,
Oh.
Oh, man. I'd love to have seen you get sucker punched.
dude,
Dude, it was crazy. I had the key in my hand, so I ran inside and locked the door real quick. He was like squared up like he was going to fight me, so I ran and locked the door.
You showed him.
He was the owner's nephew or something, too.
Oh, yeah, you
And
probably-
the owner was pissed.
what made him move to punch you in the?
Look at him.
I was
I wanna
so
sucker punch every time I
annoying.
see him.
You know how annoying I am now, and I've gotten a lot better. I was super annoying, but he was just
Annoying in like what way?
because I hadn't been in jail, so I just was not respecting him the way he wanted to be respected. He had gone through a bunch of crap, and
Okay,
I can't really remember. This was, my gosh, this
you
was
talking
like
about a job you had like
21 years ago?
Okay, so you're 20.
I was 2021.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was so long ago.
I'd sucker punch you too. If I was trying to smoke me a cigarette and you come walking around.
No, me and him had gotten in an argument earlier, and it was just not good.
So you're an instigator. And now you're the victim, playing the victim.
Oh yeah, I instigated a lot, dude. I was
Shithead.
super annoying back then,
Shithead Magnus.
like way worse than you can imagine.
You have a beef on?
I do.
Okay. Sponsored by Good Ranch. Use our code D&D Pod 20. No, I'm sorry. Use our code D&D Pod. I put it on the website.
This might be a lame beef, but I'm okay with that. We live in a world today that is so incredibly technologically advanced that we can touch a button in New Mexico and send a missile to Djibouti to hit the size of a dime. Literally, that's how accurate we can be. However, we can't figure out passwords. Standardized process for passwords. The average person, read this in an article, average person has 25 passwords to apps, banking accounts, all this other stuff. Average person has 25.
25 different passwords.
Nasty MySpace.
25
400
passwords.
different
Some of them may
apps.
be repetitive, some of them not. Some of them you have to renew every 90 days, some of them you don't.
Some have
of
to
them,
have a special character.
some of them have to have a special character, some of them don't.
Uppercase, lowercase.
You know, there's been times whenever I go log into like I go sign up for a new service of I don't know whatever
OnlyFans.
insurance or whatever it is, and I find out that my password and username is already exists because I forgot that I had inquired to the same company 14 years ago. I got so worked up today And one of the reasons why, going back to cell phones, one of the reasons why I don't like to upgrade my cell phone is because I don't want to have to go through the hassle of logging back into every single banking, every single insurance, every single accounting, everything. Because I don't remember all the passwords. And I have to hit password reset, resend password 25 times because I don't remember them all. But there's something that I thought of that I think would work.
Microchip.
Back in the day, Shell, actually ConocoPhillips, they had a deal for all of their workers where you could log into their system. And to do that, you would hit a button and then it would ping like a beeper device that gave you a random 6-digit code at any given time, so that you could use that 6-digit code as your password. Why couldn't we make a process in which all of your accounts are linked up, encrypted, but linked up into some sort of app that when you want to access one of them,
They have that.
those apps will then send you a 6-digit code that you can then type into your...
They do have that, but not for everything. Because I have one of those for...
The authenticator?
Well, you're talking about 2FA.
Two-factor authentication.
Yeah.
No, I have an app called Duo Mobile, and there's some. I have a few things in here saved that have a code.
I don't know. Yeah.
And one of them's for
I get where you're coming
Bronson's
from.
freaking Fortnite.
Dude, let me get the password to that.
You can have it.
Yeah, I think it's so ridiculous how many times I'm having to reset passwords and...
No, it's a pain in the ass.
Dude, and to piggyback on yours, I have an iPhone. I log in. It says some of your passwords may have been hacked.
the dark
and
web.
Some leaked. Yeah, some of your passwords might have been leaked.
I'm like,
so
I don't care.
They recommend you changing them. I had 429 passwords that were like...
They're on the dark web, it says.
So alphabetically, I start going through, changing all the passwords. I made it to 2 and was like, I spent an hour trying to log into the website, find the thing to change the password.
I get that
Save
too.
the password. Yeah, dude. I
just
steal
ignore
your
it.
beef,
I'm like,
but
dude.
my gosh, the passwords.
I mean, I think I would, if I had 429 passwords, I'd be like, what the hell's my problem?
Well, it's like websites you sign up for, and
Like, B, though,
Years ago.
You know, what does that website and what data do they have of mine? If it's, you know, a banking app, yeah, we're going to change password. If it's Yahoo Mail,
Yeah, if it's like
yeah, we're probably not going to change the
Abercrombie
password.
Fitch, I'm not worried about it.
I have 626 passwords saved and 433 security recommendations.
Oh, I do not save any passwords on my iPhone at all.
I do.
I don't
That's
at
the
all.
best place to save them. It's the best encryption.
It is.
I don't care.
Okay. You
Okay.
just try to remember them all?
No, but if I saved all my passwords on my iPhone, then I wouldn't have a beef to talk about this week.
See? He's a forward thinker.
Yeah.
All right, Magnus has got a damn what is it?
Unsolicited advice.
He's got unsolicited advice sponsored by Pretty Boy that he's been chomping the bit for. I got a video it for him. All right, Magnus, what is your unsolicited advice?
All right. So my unsolicited advice is, if you're going to buy equipment, buy the best equipment that you can afford, like this Think Tank roller derby, the greatest camera equipment manufacturer on earth. Think Tank makes the best stuff. So I was in a car accident, rolled the car over. My car, the bag flew out of the car and got hit by a car. And all but one of my lenses were fine. So one of my lenses was damaged, but the bag took all the force. And I reached out to the company, shared my story, and they were kind enough to send me a replacement bag, an upgrade from what I had. This is just amazing. So my unsolicited advice is, if something bad happens to you, email the company, and they'll probably get you some free
That one
stuff.
chick, her car burnt down, and her Stanley didn't burn. Stanley bought her a whole new car.
Yeah.
Like, dude, hey, shoot your shot. That's some unsolicited advice.
And that goes
especially the companies.
that goes a long way. I don't even remember what you just said about the brand. I don't remember the brand of what you just said. I just remember that they sent it to you for free because they're loyal, and that's how you get customers. If I ever need a camera bag, is that a camera bag?
Yeah.
I hope to God
It doesn't look that girly.
that I don't ever have the need for a camera bag because you
You just hire me. I'll carry it
you
for
will be around. But if somebody ever asks me, hey, what kind of camera bag do y'all use? Well, actually, I don't have a camera, but Magnus does, and its brand name is
Think tank.
Think tank.
Think Tank.
They sit
Dude.
around and they have their best researchers. They get real feedback. They care about photographers. They're the best.
Well, and we just did a bunch of free advertising for them, so
Yeah.
we should probably go ahead and
Think tank.
we should
D&D
probably
pod.
maybe post something to them to tell them thank you from the D&D pod.
Well, we'll tag them in this.
Without you guys, the show couldn't go on.
No.
Yeah, this camera was in that bag and got hit by a car, and it's fine.
Yeah.
So if you're going to flip a rodeo, make sure you remember to email the company.
If you're not thinking in a rodeo and you get into a wreck, make sure that you have a think tank to save your neck.
That's right. And our podcast.
Yeah.
All right, Magnus. You better get us something free out of this. I'm going to help you. More free shit. That is cool. I'm going to send you something. That's cool.
I didn't expect
But
anything.
that's super easy. That's super easy to keep your customer for life now.
Oh, yeah.
You probably were before, but that's going to...
Yeah.
That's such an easy thing for a company to do. They build that into their budget every year too for freaking that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's brand loyalty.
Yeah. They make great stuff too. I mean, it's practical. Like all the stuff they do is great in the field. It's great.
Good. I love good field stuff. All right. Well, I'm hungry.
That doesn't seem like a company that would cut your discount code off. But anyway, what'd you say?
Yeah, they probably will let it fly.
Yeah, probably.
No, I'm good. I said I'm hungry, dude.
You ready to eat?
Yeah, I'm ready to eat.
Magnus, you got anything else?
No, but I just ran out of lean sauce.
Damn, how much you eat?
Damn.
I used it a lot.
Dude, congrats, man.
I was putting it on it. I was making breakfast burritos and
Hell yeah.
tacos.
Hell yeah.
I've been talking. Me and Machete been talking. He just did a thing with he just cooked and had for the Mexican OT. Did this thing.
I just saw that. Yeah.
I saw that picture. He was knocking his hat off.
Yeah,
that was funny.
I love that guy. We need to figure that too. We need to do the taco eating contest. I do want to do that.
You hungry now?
I can't go tonight. They close at 7 anyway.
Oh crap!
We need to plan that because that would be fun.
Yeah, we need to not talk about it, be about it.
We haven't had a YouTube follow up in a while. We need to do that one. That'd be a good one.
You're 100% right.
How about this? If Vaughn can't eat 24 tacos, he has to get a Chef Machete Gordo.
Oh, Gordo Nino tattoo on your
He's got a
stomach.
Gordo Nino tattoo if you can't finish all.
Dude, my dignity's worth a lot more than fucking tacos, okay?
You said you could do it. So put your...
I said I think I can. I have
here we
faith
go.
in myself.
Here we go. Another segue to Think Tank.
I will tell you this. I will give it all of the effort I have.
Okay. I believe you.
But Magnus was telling me that he ate 3 and he was full. Yeah. So I don't think I told y'all this, but I went the other day and I got 5 pastor tacos and a quesadilla.
Killadilla.
Oh, the Killadillas.
I mean, a
so
Killadilla.
good. So good.
And smashed it.
And you were full?
No. I could have kept going.
Dude, he's going to beat the record.
Could have kept going.
All right.
I'm not going to eat to puke, though. So, anyway.
I hear you.
Speaking of puking, I know you're about to cry because you're hungry. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all tuning in to the Dale Not Dale podcast.
Glad to be back in the studio. Were you, Vonnie?
I am glad to be back, and we will not do that to you again unless it's an emergency. You have my word.
Ooh. You got a stamp of approval from Vaughn.
He'll take a 5-hour flight just to avoid him.
Dude, I will.
Plug him in a microphone.
I will. Absolutely.
All right, dude. We are out.
See ya.
New feet, good ranches meat. Bring them good eats. We stay swinging, no words, never bland. Podcast kings on the mic, yeah, we grand. From the heart and the soul, our stories unfold. Raw and real, yeah, our tales is gold. Cause we tipping on 4 bowls, wrapped in 4 bowls. Podcast too ill, Magnus take off his clothes. Good ranchers beat, always bring in the feast. Uncle Dale Vaughn, Magnus, we on the beat. Cause we tipping on 4 bowls, wrapped in 4 bowls. Podcast too ill, Magnus take off his clothes. Good ranchers beat, always bring in the feast. Uncle Dale Vaughn, Magnus, we on the